In the heart of the Middle East, the Gaza Strip is enduring a reality that is harsh and devastating. The region is embattled with an escalating conflict, marked by Israeli airstrikes and a ground campaign against Hamas militants. The southern city of Khan Yunis has been a focal point in this conflict. Israeli forces have issued evacuation orders, pushing the residents into areas they believed were safe. However, the reality has been far grimmer, with these supposed safe havens also coming under fire. The residents caught in the crossfire are forced to grapple with the fear and uncertainty of not knowing where to seek refuge. The casualties of this conflict are not merely numbers, but stories of lives abruptly disrupted and dreams shattered. In a chilling incident, an Israeli airstrike hit 2 schools in Gaza City, where displaced people had sought shelter. The strike claimed the lives of at least 50 people. The grim tally of lives lost continues to rise. The Gaza Health Ministry has reported that nearly 16,000 Palestinians have been killed in the Israeli bombardments over the past 8 weeks. A staggering 70% of these victims were women or under 18. The magnitude of this loss is not only measured in lives lost, but also in the homes abandoned and the communities torn apart. The northern half of Gaza has been largely captured by Israeli forces, who have also pushed deep into the southern half. The main north-south route has been cut off as tanks have driven into Gaza from the border fence. The people of Gaza, whose population numbers around 2.3 million, are trapped in an increasingly shrinking space, with as many as 80% of them having fled their homes due to the Israeli bombing campaign. In the midst of this turmoil, the most vulnerable are the ones who suffer the most. The conflict has forced over 350,000 people to evacuate their homes in the south, with many finding their supposed sanctuaries under attack. It's a dire situation that continues to unfold, with the world watching and hopefully taking action. Behind the headlines and the political rhetoric, there are real people paying the ultimate price. The current situation in Gaza has taken a devastating toll on human lives, leaving a trail of destruction that has affected thousands. The human cost is staggering, and it is the most vulnerable who bear the brunt of this conflict. The casualties in this ongoing conflict are immense, with the Gaza Health Ministry reporting that close to 16,000 Palestinians have lost their lives in the Israeli bombardments over 8 weeks. What's even more heart-wrenching is that 70% of these casualties are either women or children under the age of 18. These are innocent lives caught in the crossfire of a battle they did not choose. Furthermore, the Israeli bombing campaign has forced as many as 80% of Gaza's 2.3 million people to flee their homes. Imagine having to run for your life, leaving behind everything you've known and loved. Imagine the fear, the uncertainty, the loss. The rubble of destroyed homes is not just concrete and steel, it's the shattered dreams and hopes of the people who once lived there. These are not mere statistics, but lives snuffed out and futures stolen. Each number represents a person, a life full of potential, a future that could have been. Remember, behind each statistic is a name, a face, a story. As the world watches, nations are stepping up to extend their help. Germany, for instance, has pledged millions in humanitarian aid to assist the displaced civilians in Gaza, providing much-needed relief amidst the chaos. The United States, too, has played a pivotal role in brokering a ceasefire, indicating the global significance of this crisis and the desperate need for peace. The International Committee of the Red Cross, an organization renowned for its humanitarian efforts, has made a fervent call for the protection of civilians and the release of hostages held by Hamas. In the face of such widespread destruction and loss, this plea underscores the urgency of safeguarding innocent lives caught in the crossfire. Moreover, Egypt has stepped in to uphold the ceasefire, further demonstrating the international community's commitment to restore peace in the region. As the situation continues to unfold, these collective efforts reflect a global response, uniting nations in their pursuit of resolution and relief. In times of crisis, humanity must come together. Knowledge is power, and awareness can ignite change. Let's not take our privileges for granted, the comfort of our homes, the freedom to move around, the security of our loved ones. Life in Gaza is a stark contrast. Let's keep ourselves informed, let's talk about it, let's share the stories. The more we know, the more we understand, the more we can contribute to change. The world is interconnected, and the suffering of one affects us all. Remember, change begins with a single voice. Let yours be heard.